Okay. That's pretty good. Okay. So let's go. Alright, so y'all have taken your short rest, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we are entering round 4. Which
Wait, I need to.
I
No,
need to
you-
change your views because it is no longer.
I'm just committing to it. I'm just zooming in. Okay.
Oh,
At least now there's not so much dead space on my screen. Yeah. And like you can see stuff here if you want. Notice that my helix is switching post. I know.
Weird. Whatever.
I'm gonna try getting first standing.
Okay. Y'all's sight ranges should be accurate. Okay. So.
But I still have that just constant problem of I can't see more than 20 feet in either direction.
Oh. See. I mean, I can give you a little bit of zoom change. Is that helping?
Yeah, I still gotta zoom in because there's a lot of dead space on the screen, but at least now Call has more like squares that they can see.
Alright, I'm gonna zoom you in just slightly more than what that was. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Ash, are you okay with your screen? Should I zoom you out as well?
Maybe you can zoom me out. That'd be great.
Yeah, I can zoom you out a little bit. A little bit. Boom.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's... Thank you.
Okay, cool. So for this one, there's actually a little bit of a... So, it is no longer dark. It is fully daytime. The strange darkness passes. Call from your position in the location where the black pudding was from last time, the first round.
Yep.
Between the cobblestones, you see something really nasty just coming up from between the cobblestones. And it's kind of just goo and kind of flesh just coming up from the cobblestones. And as it, comes up, um, that's what you see. It's a very tiny picture, I know, but it has way too many mouths, way too many eyes, and is just kind of this pile of flesh.
Nasty.
But that is not all that happens. I need dice. What is this?
What do you think this is? D&D?
Only nerds need dice.
Yeah, that's why I'm going for them. Okay. Yes. Many dice.
No hesitation.
Also, further to the south, you see something else approaching.
We can't see much further.
Well, you'll see it.
All right, I don't.
You'll see it when you see it. Where is he?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Did I put the color? I did. Okay.
I'll definitely see nothing further south. Okay.
Don't. Can will you change when I tell you to change? Okay. Also approaching from the south, your character can see it even if you cannot. is a uh, it kind of looks like a very large frog. It is a large-sized creature, um, but uh, standing on 2 feet, standing on its hind legs, and much more humanoid features to it, or not features, but like it is, um, it is bipedal, seems to have articulated fingers, and it is approaching. Its skin is a dark blue, close to purple, but still blue, um, and looking at it, it does not look like a natural type of thing. It looks way more normal than the pile of flesh that just kind of gooed up from the ground, but it does not look of this world, is what we'll put it. And with that, I'm going to need y'all to roll initiative.
Ew. Oh, that was a nat 1, my guy.
Mod 20.
17.
Actually, what spells do I even have left? Oh, hell. So, yeah, I guess if you add my initiative modifier, it would be a 5, but...
Yep. It matters. All right.
Did
With
someone
that,
roll
Ren
low
is
enough for
going.
that to be relevant?
Hey, other things have negative initiative bonuses, okay?
Like me.
um. Anyway, um. Ren, you are the first to act.
Hey, I guess we are, can he see the goo, from where he is?
No, there is a wall in the way. Those curved walls
Yeah.
are high.
Yeah, possible. Well, he's not gonna know that's there anyway. And,
To be fair, you can't see the other thing either.
yeah. And he doesn't really want to get down from there. Bad things happen when Ren is in melee range of anyone. Um, you know what? I think Ren is just gonna use a bonus action to turn a first level spell slot into a sorcery point and call it a day.
Alrighty. With that, it is Henry and George's turn.
I was not even planning what I was gonna do. That was probably a mistake. I think I'm going to try to charge. You said I can see the frog boy.
From where you are, yeah, I think you can.
Okay. Is he within 60 feet of me? Like, can George
Let me
make it?
5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10. He is just outside of 60 feet from you, actually.
All right. Well, I don't fucking know what to do then. I'm just gonna run. Uh, 30. Okay. Oh, it's a big boy.
Yes. I said it was a large creature.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. uh, yeah, doing that. Yes. Concentration. Just gonna use my regular. 2d10 radiant damage when it goes on him. So do we wait till its turn, right?
It'll be at the beginning of his turn. Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Where are you centering it?
It's a 5-foot area. 5-foot radius.
Yeah.
So just centering on him.
Just right on top of him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he is entirely filling the cylinder that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to put a C by my name so that?
Yes, I will go ahead and throw a little concentration C on you. Alrighty. Right. And you remember you had your strength scores reduced, but that went away after the short rest. So make sure that you're not still when fighting the shadow that it reduced your strength score. That's gone now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
All right, so you cast Moonbeam on it.
Movement action. Not going to do any bonus actions at this time.
Okay.
That's my turn.
I just realized that because I don't own this fucking creature on D&D Beyond, it's not going to give me anything. So I need to actually. Yeah, that's fine. I actually have to keep track of its HP. So at the start of its turn, it's going to make the save for Moonbeam, which what kind of save is it?
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw.
I think.
Are you sure?
Yep. Constitution saving throw of 15.
Okay. Well, he saves. So
Okay.
how much?
He just takes half damage.
Then.
Okay. And he's not a shapeshifter, is he?
Nope.
All right. 6 plus 9 is 15. Half to 7.
7, correct.
Let me go.
All right.
It's radiant damage.
Okay. So he is going to 5, 10.
I'm gonna do a shout out for my hair. Doesn't it look so nice?
It looks fantastic.
Thank you, thank you.
And
Excuse you, sir. Don't run past me. Can I
He's
get
not running past you.
AoE? Oh, okay.
He did. It's AOO.
Yeah, there was vowels I couldn't.
And he is going. Does he have any? No. Well, that's not 20. Okay, so that's about so a
And then Kylosaurus.
Oh,
Just hanging out. Or as Zaddy calls him, Bumpy.
puppies.
So first we have a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, okay. So
Double
that.
the damage.
No, sorry. This is not the nat 20.
Oh. That doesn't make me feel better.
That's 5. So you take 10 half to 5 piercing damage. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that because it can't take effect during this. Okay. different thing. The nat 20 is going to be 46. 11, 13, 16, 21 slashing damage. And then it technically can inflict you with a disease that you have to make a Constitution saving throw, but it doesn't do anything for 24 hours, so we're just going to ignore that.
I have immunity to disease, so.
There you go. We'll really ignore it. And then the last attack was a 12. Not damage, 12 to hit.
Oh, no. I was like 5, 21, and 12.
No, just the 5 and the 21.
Just.
Yeah, just. And Call, that's you.
Excellent. Okay. So Call is going to go ahead and shoot a non-poisoned arrow at the creepy flesh sludge.
I'll go ahead and tell you what it's called. It's called a gibbering mouther.
I like that. Good name.
Yeah, the name is cooler. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the name. All right, so Call's going to go ahead and do that. So that would be a... That would be a, I believe, 21 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
Excellent. Okay, and I have height advantage, so go ahead and use a ridiculous amount of d6s. Or not that one. Goddamn. Okay. That would be 22.
Did it fall into the trash can?
No, it fell onto the floor. Okay. 22 points.
22 points. Okay, cool.
Yes.
That's fun.
Good call.
Rogues are balanced. Rogues are totally, completely balanced.
We love Call.
I do my best.
Anything else?
I think Call is going to... Nah, that's it.
Alrighty. Next is its turn. It moves its whole 10 feet of movement. And as it gets here, that is... both of you are within 20 feet of it. You can hear it. There's one of you in its sight, so it does this anyway. I need you to both I need both Ren and Call to make wisdom saving throws for me, please.
Oh, God save him. 4.
22.
Okay. Call saves.
Thank you for the condolences.
Okay. So, Ren, you cannot take reactions until your next turn, plus... it's your turn, or, well, it'll be your... let me finish what it does, and then I'll tell you what happens to you.
Okay.
So, no one is in range of its bite, so it is going to hock a loogie at Call. It can see that. It doesn't know that Ren's there, though, so it's going to center on Call. Alright, Call, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. A 19.
That saves. So it spits this glob of just chemical, that lands on the ground next to you and explodes in a blinding flash. However, you are able to look away in time, and you are not blinded for your next turn.
Good.
That is the end of its turn, and Ren, you're up. Oh wait, actually, first, you don't actually get to do what you want to do. You instead are going to
Die.
not die. 1, 3, 4, 8. You are going to spend all of your movement running directly northwest.
Does that mean off of
Yes.
the book? Yeah. Okay.
Now it is only 10 feet, so you will take 1d6 of damage, which is a 1. You take 1 damage. Falling
And
off of the
damage.
bridge, you take N damage.
Excellent.
And then to spend, let me double check. You take no action or bonus action and use all of your movement to move in the northwestern direction.
Okay. 5, 15, 20, 30. That's how diagonal works, right?
Correct.
Cool. Okay, so that's where he's at now.
That's what happened to Ren.
Okay.
And it is Henry's turn.
For ensnaring strike, do I have to declare it first?
You cast it on your weapon, and it stays on your weapon until you make a hit.
Okay, right. Cool. Okay, well, I do that.
Okay.
Cast ensnaring strike on my Hema. And then I roll to hit homeboy. Does a... How do I math? 25 hit? 23? Wait.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's in the 20s, it hits. Yes.
Okay, it's in the 20s. That's all I'm confident of. Okay, so then I do.
Now, if you want, you can add Divine Smite to it.
I don't have a lot of spell slots left. I'm gonna save it.
All right.
I'm gonna save it. Plus 3, 5 plus 6 is 11 plus 3. That's 14. 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And he is now stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the beginning of each of his turns, he's going to take some piercing damage from the ensnaring strike. I think it's at the beginning of each of his turns. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to with ensnaring strike, he he gets to make a strength saving throw.
Right now?
I think it's on his turn. Yeah, on his turn he has. He gets to make a strength saving throw.
No,
And he gets
right now he makes it. If he fails, he's restrained. And if he's restrained, the recurring damage happens. If he's also restrained, he can save on his subsequent turns to try and get out of it.
And he has advantage because he's large.
That is correct. His strength. 19.
No, yeah, he saves. Dang.
Did you roll a d6 on your damage roll there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't actually happen unless he fails.
Okay. Take away 5.
Take away 5 from 14, so 9.
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
Lame. Okay. So now how risky am I gonna be?
It's a death gauntlet.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's a good point. George is going to go back and then run forward to do his little trample.
Attack of opportunity.
AOO.
is a plus 13 to hit
Nope. Woo!
on
That's good.
George.
Oh, on George. That hits.
Okay. So that is a claw attack. 12 damage.
So he runs, and then I need the frog to make a strength saving throw.
You have to hit first.
Right, you're right. Does a 25 hit?
It does.
Great. I need him to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. This is not magical.
No.
21.
Yeah, that makes it. Okay. So then he just gets his regular 2d6 plus 4.
This
9 plus 4.
the
13
horse,
damage.
The horse does almost as much damage as this thing.
He's a go horse.
Sorry, how much damage did you say?
13 bludgeoning damage.
13. All right.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy. Alrighty.
We love Georgie.
The old
We
pen
love
and
George.
paper.
So he's a good boy.
At the start of his turn, you see the impact areas where George's hooves hit him. Those wounds begin to slowly heal up. And effectively he regains 10 HP. And I mean, that horse hit him, so he's gonna hit the horse. The horse is closer, so he's gonna try to bite the horse, but he's going to reach out to claw Henry with both hands.
That sounds like it's cheating.
Well, it gets 3 attacks a turn. So, 23 to hit George.
That hits.
And that is 15 damage to George.
He's gone.
He dissipates into ethereal light. And Henry, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Pleasure. It's actually a positive now. First time ever. Plus 2. That's a 21. This dice is loaded. It has to be.
Well, you manage to land on your feet instead of flat on your back, falling prone. However, does a 17 hit you?
Nope.
All right. So both he bites George, and George disappears into ethereal mist.
Henry screams.
But he doesn't expect you to suddenly fall from the height of a horse, and misses with both of his claw attacks. Meaning, you know what? Things are going well for him here. He's going to stay here. And Call, you're up.
Wonderful. Call is going to once again shoot the gross sludge. I know what you said it. I know you said its name. It's gross sludge.
It is pretty gross sludge. Oh, by the way, 10 feet out from it on the ground is more gross sludge. 10 feet out from it in every direction, there is just like a pool of fleshiness that kind of follows it around.
Very gross. Okay. That is a 26 to hit.
Surprisingly, that hits.
What else?
We can make the trash can for the side table, but I keep on. I'm always scared your dice are gonna.
Okay. We will look into it. So that would be 20 damage.
Alrighty. With that, I don't know how to describe this thing. Is like there are gashes and it is bleeding. It is currently bloodied. Um, I don't know how to describe damage dealt to a pile of flesh with way too many mouths and eyes. Um, but with that, unless movement bonus action.
No, Call's pretty happy where they are right now. And none of Call's bonus actions really apply in this situation.
Okay. So. Alright. It is on the ground beneath you, not up there with you.
Okay.
However. Oh, I did that wrong. So at the start of your next turn call, you will have to make a saving throw. The saving throws that y'all made before would have happened just now in your past rounds. Um, so, but in the future, if you are within 20 feet of it at the start of your turn, you make that saving throw. So
Which one? The wisdom?
the wisdom saving throw. So you already did that for this past turn. On your next turn, you'll have to do it again. He did not recharge his goop, so he is down there trying to bite at you with, once again, way too many mouths, just chattering and gibbering and chittering. Um, but it can't reach you, so it's just doing this very angrily from too far away. And Ren, you now are back to yourself, and you are not within that range, so you don't have to make the saving throw.
Cool. Okay. Move 10 feet here, and I want to do chill touch.
Do it.
Do it. Okay. And a plus 8 to that, right? Yes. That is a 21,
That'll hit.
and that is 2d8 plus 1. Ha! That is 14 damage.
Nice. As the necrotic energy hits it, a hole opens up in it that doesn't close, but it is still staying together and moving and chattering and making all assortment of crazy sounds. It is near death, mechanically. Henry, you're up.
Uh, um. So Henry's gonna move Moonbeam back onto
Okay.
the boy.
Right. I believe you can do that as a
Um,
bonus action, right?
can I?
I think it's a bonus action to move it, and I think it. I don't remember if it has 20 or 30 feet of movement, but
You need to use an action.
an action to move it. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're gonna just recenter it on him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then what spells do I think I'm going to use a bonus action to get a spell slot back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get a second level spell slot. And then I'm going to run the fuck away. 5, 10. So he gets an opportunity attack.
He's gonna opportunity attack on you.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19.
That hits.
15 damage.
I'm gonna move myself back because Henry's down.
Oh my god.
So you would be here because you would be that's where you were hit.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
All right.
You gonna roll some death saves for me? Do you want to come use my loaded dice?
No,
Okay,
I
it's
will
not
be
actually
using
loaded.
I will be using Goliath to roll your death saves though.
Okay, so his cousin.
Um. Okay. Um. So that was your turn. Death saves are made at the beginning of your turn, so you don't make one right now. However, it is our big blue froggy. Um.
So does he still get moonbeam damage?
No, you lose concentration when you fall unconscious. So I'll go ahead and
Okay.
just get rid of that for you. And he is going to move there. That was his movement and action to get there. Um, he's standing there. He's creepy. And call. You're up. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Right, thank you. I was already forgetting. God damn it. That's a whole 6.
That is a fail. So let's just roll our handy dandy d8 real quick. That's a 3. Your limbs go slack, and you do nothing. And it is the Mouther's turn. It'll go move all 10 of its feet over there.
Mm.
And it's gonna not recharge its spit because it's just got a real dry mouths today. And Ren, that's your turn.
Okay. Okay, so Ren sees both of them.
Correct.
Right?
I might give the Slad partial cover from you, where you are standing right now.
Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so this is a 20-foot radius. Okay, so that right here, that square right behind the froggy boy.
You don't quite have. I would let you do it here or here, but you don't quite have a sight line on that square.
How about now?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay, let's do fireball.
Everybody shots.
Okay, so they get a
Dexterity
dexterity
saving
saving
throw. All right. Froggy Boy makes this with advantage.
Let's see.
Fuck if it did him any good.
Uh,
12 on that saving throw.
Your camera D6.
Oh, and
yes, you may. Here, do you have that?
Yes.
and 14 for the gibbering mouther.
15 save.
Okay.
So
they both fail.
Okay. 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 16. Mathematics. My old friend, 20. I think that's 28 damage. I'm gonna recount. 16. Yeah, 28 damage.
Alrighty. The gibbering mouther, the flesh and piles of it ignite, and in a cacophony of screams that are honestly quite terrifying. It is incinerated and dies. Slad, however, repeat that damage one more time. 28?
28.
28 damage. Um, it doesn't seem to take that hit as hard as 28 damage should be. And
Okay. And I'm not done. I also want a quicken spell. And so that is 1 sorcery point. And I want to do chill touch on the Slad so it cannot heal until the start of my next turn.
ooh,
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully, let's see if that hits. Okay.
golf clap.
It is. Okay. Please, please hit. This is a 15.
A 15.
Mm-hmm.
As they say in the biz, meets it, beats it. So yes, that is a hit.
Okay, and that does. Oh, Arthur is being perfect. So that was a. Excuse that. Okay.
Ew. Why?
Have you not seen Full Metal Alchemist?
No.
Oh my god.
Numbers. 10 damage for that, and no healing until the start of my next turn.
Get fucked.
And actually, I forgot to add my No, yeah, that was right. Okay.
All right.
Bleh. Bleh. Bleh.
I don't
Okay,
know.
and I think that's me.
How do I? This really looks like I should be able to mark fails and saves, but it is not letting me. Oh, I bet. Well, in order to not give it away, I guess I will just have to keep track of those. Alrighty. At the start of its turn, it would regenerate, but Chill Touch is a strong spell, so it does not. It does, however. Nah. 10, 15, 20, 25. Give a quick hello to our friend Call. And is
Bless.
going to take a bite and 2 swipes at them. And the dice box just saved you because one of the dice was a 19 and then another one hit it and rolled it to a 3.
Nice.
However, so yeah, you have your armor class is greater than 12. So
Yes, it
yeah,
is.
it for flavor will say that it just seems to be scared of heights. It misses every attack. Which is giving me flashbacks to the goddamn werebear.
Oh, werebear.
And Call, it is your turn.
Okay, but this one critted me and got me down in 2 hits in 2 turns. So
Yes, but it just
not the
whiffed
werebear.
3 attacks against someone with 3 less AC than you.
Sure.
So, it is now Call's turn.
Okay.
Remember you do have. I'm gonna double check. In melee you have 1 more AC because of your
Yes.
bow.
Yes.
And that's not included in your actual AC, right?
Yeah, it's not listed in my AC. I just have to remember to add it.
Good. Okay, so.
Because it only applies to melee attacks.
Correct, because you can use the bow to block it because it is steel wood and therefore won't break.
Yes. Okay, so I am gonna fucking gauge from this guy as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to dart my way over here on the bridge. And I am then going to take one of the poisoned bow, or like arrows, words have meanings. And I'm going to turn around and shoot with extreme prejudice. So, and unfortunately, I cannot do anything to give myself height advantage on this because I already used my bonus action. Okay. So, you've been good to me for most of this. Continue to be good, please. No, that is a hard. No, okay. It looked like a 2. It was actually a 9. It was the line at the bottom of the 9 that made it look like a 2 there for a second. It was a terrifying moment. Okay, but that would be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Fantastic. You have Nandel.
I do.
That will be a 10. So
10 damage.
10 damage.
Okay.
And I did not account for whatever the fuck a poison dart would do in that.
So it is a DC 14 Constitution saving throw for him. It is not.
Okay.
It's not magic. It's poison, so he does not get advantage. But he does save.
Okay.
So he does not take any poison damage.
Understood.
And with that, the Gibbering Mouther is dead. Ren, it is your turn.
Okay, we're gonna do chill touch again because I think it's funny. That is at mod 20.
That'll hit.
And 2d8 plus 1, that is a... Okay, that's 4 damage.
It's damage.
It's 4. Okay. And then we're gonna use another first level spell slot to make a sorcery point because sorcerers are the math class. And I'm gonna get more math points. Okay, there we go. And also 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I just like to be away from that thing. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Henry's death save. And you hit him with chill touch, so he does not regenerate. But he does say hi to Call again. One more time. 3 attacks.
That's fair.
Okay. So that is a...
I miss Henry.
So lowest is a 12 that misses, then 17.
That'll hit.
And also a 25.
Definitely will hit.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and use Uncanny Dodge?
Do you want to... Okay, so he bit you and he clawed you. Those are the 2 that hit. Which one do you want to dodge?
Are you not going to tell me which one rolled higher?
Nope.
God damn it. I think I'm more afraid of him having poison on his teeth or some shit. So I'm going to say I don't want him biting me.
Okay, and I believe it just reduces it by half, yes?
It just reduces it by half.
Okay. So you take... This is already halved. You take 6 damage.
Okay.
From the bite. And the claw... you take 14.
Okay.
And with that, It is your turn.
Cool. I am once again going to use a bonus action to disengage. Call's gonna go ahead and with my level of like dex and acrobatics, do I still take N damage if I
So
like
you have to make a dexterity. You have to make an acrobatics check,
acrobatics check?
or actually,
Okay.
it's a dexterity saving throw.
To jump 10 feet.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
trying to land with it. So here's what I'll give you. If you're trying to do something cool like jump off the wall or something like that, it'll be an acrobatics check.
Okay.
And if you fail, it'll be worse damage.
I'm
Or
not
you
trying to do
can.
something cool.
Okay,
I'm
so
just trying to jump
you're
off.
just jumping down. Okay, for that it's going to be a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That'll be a mod 20.
That does save.
Yeah. So,
You hit the
Paul's
ground on
gonna,
both feet.
yeah, Paul's gonna go ahead and take a run for it and go hide over by Red. Or actually, no. Paul's going to consider that for safety for a split second and then realize that having us both in the same place is probably going to be bad from an attack standpoint and is going to run over about here.
All right.
I think I can go one more over here. Doink. Okay. So Paul's gonna go ahead and do that, and then unfortunately cannot do the height advantage stuff or steady aim, but will shoot again with extreme prejudice, with a poisoned arrow. So that would be once again that 9 looks like a 2. So we know it hits because I rolled the exact same thing. And oof, only 6 damage.
6. It's amazing how often y'all have landed him with a 0 in the ones place of his HP. Um, Asher seems very confused by that.
I'm not sure if the implication is that he just has so much HP that, or are you just saying because he can heal himself and go up that he just happens to be on the 0?
No, in the ones place. He has other HP in the tens place.
Yeah.
But it just so happens that the damage has put the ones place at 0 often,
And
which
he's got
is.
so much HP, he's constantly going down 40, 30, 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but yeah. I mean, 40,
Oh,
30,
I read too
20,
much
a
meaning into what you were saying. Is that what's
little
going
bit,
on?
just a little bit. 40,
Sorry.
40, 30, 20 might be a little ambitious, but you know.
No, all around.
Sure.
We have a lot of faith in Call. Call's kind of a one-trick pony, y'all.
But Collins did two sets of damage that were over 20
That's fair.
this round.
Ren, it is your turn.
Okay. Tilt at.
And I realize because we do height advantage all the time, there's also height disadvantage. So you are below, so it will be a disadvantage.
You know, I rolled a 4 the first time, and I was like, well, it can't get much worse. And then I rolled a 3. So I'm guessing that one doesn't hit.
I believe that brings you to an 11.
Does that hit?
No.
However, I'm going to use Quicken Spell again because I hate this thing. And so we're rolling again.
Still at disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay. That's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So we still get to do 2d8 plus 1 damage. That is 10 damage and still no healing.
All right.
Oh, he goes to my 10 again.
Oh, hey.
I'm telling you, his health has had a 0 in the ones place like the majority of this fight.
Consistent.
And
How's he looking?
he after that hit now looks bloodied.
Okay.
Henry's third saving throw. And now it is its turn. Chill touch is strong.
After I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
It doesn't like that you aren't letting it heal. So 3 attacks to Ren.
Okie dokie. Boy's gonna die.
So the bite is a 15.
That hits.
The first claw is a 23.
That hits.
The next claw is a 26.
That hits.
All right. I don't think you can do anything to reduce damage per attack. So I'm going to roll these all together.
It's so loud. I can hear it through the walls. Even though I don't hear it through the mic, I can hear it.
Ren takes 34 points of damage.
Holy macaroni, Ren is down.
When it hits with all of its attacks, it hits hard.
There we go. Oh, I can see the little death saving screen thing on my character.
So
That's
if
good.
you did your death saves on your character sheet. Oh, sorry, you're not even looking at what I'm looking at. You're looking at what I was about to describe to you. But yeah. But that was well, actually it has 5 feet of movement.
Hot dog, okay.
All right, Call, you're up.
Okay, so is that close enough that I would have to like disengage when he get an attack of
No,
opportunity?
he does not have reach, or he has not exhibited any reach to you as of yet. So he just has the 5-foot melee range.
Okay. 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 Paul doesn't like this shit at all. Alright, how high can I jump?
I believe it's your strength modifier. It has something to do with your strength modifier. I don't know.
Because I'm wanting to see if I can do like some kind of acrobatics check to like grapple my way onto the bridge without having to run around it to get to the ladder.
3 plus your strength modifier. Feet.
Oh. I cannot do that.
What's your strength modifier?
0.
Okay, so, and oh wait, hang on, I got to do math real quick though, because the bridge is only 10 feet up.
But Call's only like 5'7", so
but
3
Call
feet.
has hooked gloves,
that's
and it's a wooden bridge.
That is true.
So
in addition of their arm
3
stat.
plus arms. Your arms are at least 2 feet long.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Mr. I had accounted for arm length.
Barely grab the edge of it.
So yeah, I think you can catch onto it, but it'll take an acrobatics check to get up there with any movement left over.
I am happy to make that acrobatics check. I will do that.
All right.
I'm also going to give myself, I don't know if this will actually help logistically, but if I'm going to have Call run closer to the edge of the tower so that they could feasibly use the edge of the tower as like a launching point for their legs.
Sure. Yeah.
And I don't know if that's going to actually help with the roll at all, but I feel like
Yeah. Go ahead.
it could have
Acrobatics
like
check.
okay. That is an 18.
That succeeds. You're up on the bridge.
Fuck yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, so Call is up on the bridge, and that was their movement. Okay, and unfortunately, none of my other bonus actions really help here. So Call is just going to turn around, grab one of the poisoned arrows, and shoot with extreme again.
You got it.
That is a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then how much damage can I do to this guy? Work for me.
Oh my gosh.
That would be 23 points of damage.
Okay. With that, let me do some quick maths. All right. And now it is. Oh well, I. Gotta draw my little fails and saves for Ren.
How much health does this thing start with? Or how much health can it regenerate?
At the beginning of its turn, it does regenerate 10 HP. And I'm going to try and do something cool. So 5, 10, 15.
Do we not find out how much damage or like how it's been?
It's still looking bloody.
Okay.
It is not near death as of yet. This is a large creature. It can reach the bridge. It's not reaching for you.
That's not better.
It's not better.
It is going to take an attack on the bridge.
Yep, that's what I figured.
I'm going to tell you the mechanics of how this is going to work. Okay? So first of all, it's an inanimate object. It has an AC of 5. Which a critical failure is still a critical failure. It's possible for it to whiff and miss. However, I am setting its damage threshold at 12. It's wooden bridge. So if it does 12 damage, this bridge breaks. If it does less than 12 damage, there's not actually damage done to the bridge.
Okay.
So, it's not going to try and bite it. It is just going to swipe with its claws. It hits both times. Neither one is a crit. On first hit, it does 14 damage.
God, fuck.
And breaks the bridge out from under Call. Call, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I really hope it's a good one. If it's a good one, I want Call to be. If I got like a really really high roll, I'm just envisioning Call like making a leap onto the top of that wall next to it because it's so close. Like, all right, work with me here. 16.
Okay. 16 is enough that you will not take damage. But you do fall to the ground, basically just straight down. And with that, I'm going to say it swiped with both hands at the bridge, so I'm not going to try and retcon to give it a second attack on you. But it is going to attempt to bite you. 15, but your AC is 16 on melee
Yeah.
attacks.
16 with melee.
And so it misses.
Avenge us, Call. Avenge us.
Oh my god. Okay, so call is okay, with the fall, am I still in that exact spot or do I roll at all with the
You're
fall?
in the same spot.
God damn it. Okay.
It still had movement, so even if you had even if you rolled out of the way, it would have moved up to you to make that attack. So I'm just going to say that you fell straight down, basically.
Okay. So Call is going to it's a large creature, so at this point trying to climb up on something is going to get Call much ground. So Call's going to go ahead and hello sir. Sorry, I'm thinking on my feet here. Um how bloodied is it looking? Just bloodied or
It is just bloodied. It is not near death.
alright, and it seems to have good range. Or like good range of motion.
Yeah, like it's not. It doesn't hobble. It has. I mean, you've seen it use 30 feet of movement.
Okay. I am going to do a potentially risky action. And instead of doing this game of cat and mouse, I'm going to go ahead and stay in place. And or I don't know if this will work. Hold on, never mind. Hold on, let me check and see if this will work. Um, mm, am I going to face any kind of disadvantage from if I use a bow, considering how close I am?
Yes.
Even if I use, I am.
You have disadvantage trying to make a ranged attack on a creature in melee distance.
Okay, melee distance. Okay. In that case, I will not do the thing I was planning on doing. Um, let's see. Um, in that case, I'm kind of forced to continue this game of cat and mouse. So I'm gonna go ahead and disengage, and he's large, so that's not gonna help me much. Um, what? Oh, hold on, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking real hard.
I thought it was something, but I can't tell you.
I can tell that.
Were Ren conscious, Ren could tell you.
See, because like my initial thought was to say fuck it and use steady aim, but I can't do that because I can't do that with my bow. Part of me wanted to climb the ladder and get height advantage by just climbing the ladder and doing that, but then I would be in a really bad position the moment he reacts to it because I wouldn't have a good way to get around it since the bridge is down. So that would only work for like one fucking roll, and I'd better make that roll fucking count. Um, so you said he's a large
He
creature.
is a large creature. You have
Okay.
6 seconds to choose something to do.
I know. Okay, I'm just gonna be lazy and lame and run over here and shoot again because unfortunately I'm kind of a one-trick pony. Um,
It's a
fuck.
pretty effective trick. I mean,
Yeah, like a freaking effective trick.
Um, okay. Okay. Um, okay. Poisoned. Oh, wait, do the, did you try to do the, Constitution saving throw for the poisoned, arrow last time it hit him?
I don't think I did.
Because I did say it was a poisoned arrow.
You definitely did. I wanted to compliment you on doing it. He fails. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for me.
3d6? Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait. So are we retconning this to say this happens
This
before?
happened. This was the last time he was hit. So if this somehow
This is
kills
before
him
he
before he
gets
broke the
that 10
bridge,
points of heal of regeneration for
yes,
the.
it would be before the 10 points of heal.
Well, there's the one that fell in the trash, like you were just saying it. Um, nice.
Um, but
Did you get
also,
it? Thanks. All right.
let's go.
So the 3d6 of damage is exactly 10 points.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna erase that. Okay. So yeah, and then um, roll it again for me because he would have, or yeah, at the end of his turn he would have had to make the save again. So, I just rolled it and he failed again. So roll another 3d6 for me.
Okay, that one is 11.
Okay. Okay. So you move and shoot. The
Yeah.
poison does not stack, I will say. So
Okay. Well, I haven't. Yeah. Well, I haven't rolled to shoot this turn.
correct. So this shot but I'm telling you that using a poison arrow is pointless because it won't stack the poison damage.
Okay. Will I know that he's been successfully poisoned from the other arrow, though?
You can see green emanating from where the arrow is, like green veins from where the last arrow hit him.
Okay, so I will actually know not to waste another arrow.
Yes.
That's useful. Okay, okay. In that case, I'm just going to shoot a regular arrow. That is a 27 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I'm on even ground and I can't use steady aim, so I'm just kind of doing my minimum damage here. Work with me, work with me. Ah, fuck, only 7.
Alrighty. With that, he looks near death.
Ugh. But he's got 3 attacks on me before my next turn.
Okay. So at
Henry magically jump up.
No, Henry does not magically jump up. I do need to make a round of death saves though. Yeah. Okay. With that, it is. I don't know if I've said what this thing is called, but it is called a blue slad.
He's Russian.
Not Slav. Slad. He's gonna make his 3 attacks. So we've got 16, which meets your armor class, so that's a hit. Well, the bite was a 10, so that misses. And then a 25 to hit.
2 hits.
And at the beginning of his turn, sorry, we need to resolve this first. Actually, at the beginning of his turn, he heals. But also, he takes 3d6. Or no, first he saves, or tries to save. He does finally save, so instead he takes 2d6 damage.
Okay. 2d6 damage gets him 7 points of damage.
Okay.
So he really only gained back about 3 points at the beginning of his turn.
That's correct. And he's about to do 4d6 plus 10 to you.
Oh, God!
Plus 10?
He hit twice, and it's plus 5 to each attack. So I'm so sorry. I rolled 3 6s and a 4.
Pulse down.
Yep.
Calls down. How many points total was that?
So that'll be 32 damage.
32?
Yes.
Fucking Christ, yeah, calls down.
Damn.
So close. We were so close.
I know, I'm so mad about it.
There's still a couple things that can happen to make this not over. Okay? That was the end of his turn. We need to finish out death saves. Because if someone jumps up, I mean, he doesn't have a ton of health left.
I'll just fail all our death saves and die.
That's also possible.
I need to hang on. So, Call goes first. I'm going to go ahead and actually tell y'all where we're at with death saves. I just rolled an 8 for Call's first death save, so Call has 1 failure. Henry is dead. Ren has 1 fail and 1 save. So this is for Ren. It's a 12. So that's a save. It is now the slide's turn. And it's next to Call. It is going to make 3 attacks with advantage. There's 1. That's a hit.
Horrifying, but also unfortunately entertaining.
That is a hit. Call already had 1 fail. Melee attacks to an unconscious creature that hit are an automatic crit. A critical attack on an unconscious creature is 2 failed death saves. Call is dead.
He's fucking dead! Paul's fucking dead.
15, 20, 30.
Stand me, but Ren takes longest to die. First and last to die. But you're a man who can do both.
Okay. So,
Yeah, Call.
let me see real quick. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Hey,
Okay.
you like dead people?
Ren is within.
Constantly
No, he
dying.
wasn't undead.
Oh, just to tell y'all real quick what is about to happen. Okay. Ren has 1 fail and 2 saves. If Ren gets a nat 20, Ren stands back up. If Ren does not get a nat 20 right now, the Slad is within movement range to get its 3 attacks on Ren. So,
Yep.
to tell you the truth, what you want right now, obviously you want a nat 20. If you don't get a nat 20 but get a success, there is no chance of Ren waking up in the next hour.
Yeah.
It's 2.
Rip and pepperoni.
Rip
Okay,
and
we're dead.
pepperoni.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Probably,
You gonna
but
roll
not
to
quite
attack?
yet. Now the
All
sled
of
has
the
3 attacks, all at advantage because things. Okay, Ren's it, and that's it.
All right. Death Gauntlet, guys.
Nice.
That was great.
Man, next one, the next round was where I had my magic users, but we'll be alright.
Oh my
We
God.
can definitely do this again another time. I would be absolutely stoked.
Happy to do so. This was fun.
This is great. But if we don't do roleplay next session, I'm gonna combust at everything that Zorka told Call. I am going to die if we don't get to talk next and roleplay and then also talk to Chels and
Ren has a to-do list, okay?
A literal written to-do list.
You didn't
I
see
love it.
I
No,
cannot believe that
I saw the
I
page and went, nope.
man, can't
Can't believe
believe that
what?
I rolled on 2 attack. I'm pretty sure the slide did more damage on 2 attacks to Call than 3 to Ren earlier.
Also, Jenny told me what their gasp idea was, and if I'd thought of it, I think it would have saved Call's life.
What was it?
It's a large creature. It can't fit through the entryways for those fucking walls.
So actually it can squeeze through,
Yeah.
but that would have halved its movement when going through that area. So it can move, but that would have given. So here's what I have for you. I was thinking if you just take. Well, actually, never mind. You don't even have to, because you can bonus action disengage. Plus, you can use your action to move and your movement. You could have been moving. You could have disengaged and then moved 60 feet away from it. So you could have made enough space to get to your friends and try to give them healing potions to bring them back up.
That's what I should have.
You know what I should have done? I should have healed myself with my 10 lay on hands pool before trying to run away from it. I was a fucking dumbass and didn't do that.
Um,
I'm
Yeah, I didn't
annoyed.
use either of my potions because I'm fucking dumb.
you also could have drank a healing potion, or you have a potion of heroism, don't you?
I do, and I
Yeah,
didn't
you
use
could have
it.
had 10 temp HP. Yeah.
I could have done
Things
this.
could have happened.
There were options, and I just did not think of them.
But yeah, it was fun. The blue slad, that one, that's the one. That's the one that kills y'all.
How much HP does it start with?
123.
Mother.
People like the thing is if it was just that and all 3 of us were on it from the
Yeah.
beginning, we would have beat it.
You probably would have been fine if all 3 of you had been on it from the beginning, but because which, to be completely fair, the original combat was just the slad, but y'all handled things last time so well, I was like, okay, I mean, they need to increase in difficulty each round, and I didn't think that I had been increasing the difficulty enough, so I added the Gibbering Mouther, which started with 67 HP. Didn't realize I was adding another tank, but did. So yeah, the fact that the Mouther kept Ren and Call away.
I didn't realize how far the frog was, and I also didn't realize it was a large creature when I went over there. If I had, I probably would have let it come to us. But oh well.
Yeah, I think part of my problem was that I was too afraid to waste an opportunity to do damage on him because all
Yeah.
of my bonus actions were caused by disengaging. And so I was afraid to waste an opportunity to do damage to, just move, or which, if I thought about it, if he, it looked like he had 30 movement, like I should have done the 60 because at least then I'd have had breathing room or I wouldn't have had to disengage. But, Now I know.
Yeah. I mean, he could have dashed to catch up to you, but he wouldn't have been able to attack. So,
Exactly.
like, technically, you could have kept doing that, with nobody taking any damage.
Yeah, but it would have given at least like some breathing room, and I didn't take that opportunity.
Yeah. And
So, but now,
if you had ever run through that center area, then that could have possibly slowed him down a lot more, because I would have given him difficult terrain for at least 10 feet into any of those entrances.
yep.
Or I would have made him have to squeeze. That's the actual term for the mechanic, is squeezing. But yeah, it turns out I'm gonna go ahead and read you the Slad's stats. It has a strength of 20, which is where it was getting that +5 on every attack. Like the +5 damage. Its dex wasn't crazy at 15. It had a constitution of 18, which is crazy how many times when it finally did fail that constitution check for the poison, it failed it again after that. I was like, this is ridiculous. Because it's a 14 constitution. Saving throw. Its intelligence is a 7. Its wisdom is a 7, and its charisma is a 9. Somehow this thing is dumber than it is cute.
Incredible.
The large, creepy frogman, dumber than it is cute. But yeah. It had magic resistance, so it had advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. Which I think that only came into effect for Moonbeam. Oh, and also Fireball. It had advantage on that, but still rolled like shit. But it did have resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder damage. He's a good little monster. Also, it has telepathy for some reason. I don't quite understand that, but it does have telepathy.
Love that for him. We died, guys.
We died.
I definitely fake rolled a death save for Henry when he was already dead.
I figured.
Yeah. Goliath did not treat y'all well on the death saves. No nat ones, at least. But I also forgot about my own home rule with the how much damage you take and waking up and shit. But I kind of think that for that home rule, I'm gonna let y'all. If we're gonna do that, I think I will let y'all roll your own death saves. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, because I like rolling them myself for storyline reasons. But also I think that if we do a Death Gauntlet again, we will use those rules, because it feels more mechanically accurate to me.
Personally, I enjoyed having you roll the death saves.
Yeah, so I like it from a story perspective, definitely. But from a mechanics of I want to be as efficient as possible in this fight, I like my fun little rules of how much damage you take affects how likely it is that you wake up during your death saves.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Well, for the first time ever, we're done early.
Because we all fucking died.
I am not going to tell you what the last round was, and I might make it the first round if we do this again.
I was gonna say, save it for the next Death Gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh, great.
And it's actually one of the easier ones to manipulate a little bit. So if if we don't do another one of these for 3 levels, it would be easy for me to manipulate and just change the numbers.
Ooh.
Yes?
I have something, but it's changing the subject, so I wanted to wait. But
I'm done.
in the interest of keeping things fair, with me being married to the DM, I found out some interesting information yesterday.
Yes.
But
Uh, I logged in to D&D Beyond and I was trying to open up my character sheet and I was logged in as Ben and so I saw Chels and I saw her level, but then I'm using Huh?
Are you allowed to tell us this, Ben?
Because I don't want her to have the advantage of knowing it and y'all not, and it was an accident that she saw it. So I will let her tell.
Yeah.
Which the muddy way she explained it to me, if she explains it that muddily to
I'm
y'all,
gonna do
I
it
don't
again,
think you're
yeah.
actually gonna get anything out of this. But yeah,
Because I don't want to cheat, I was like, I'm gonna use my the bad part of ADHD, the bad part of my brain of not being able to remember exact things. I was like, I'm just gonna try to forget, and so I confused myself, and so I don't know if she was a level 6, 7, 8, or 9 at this point.
Nice.
One of those numbers. And so I told that to Ben, and I was like, I'm trying to forget. I honestly, like, if I could make a guess, but I'm confusing myself, so I don't remember. But then he told me that when we met Chels and Trent, they were level 4. And he's also told me that they are much more powerful than we are, so they're definitely higher than level 6.
They've done some quick fucking leveling up.
Yeah, he's like, well, they're doing things,
y'all aren't
not
the only
around
ones who've been
y'all.
busy.
Yeah, so they've been doing shit. They've been doing enough shit. All the shit that we've done, they've been doing more.
Or at least as much.
I mean,
Yeah, or at least as much.
y'all have gained 5 levels.
But like from 1 to 4 was like
That's very true. Yes.
1 to 5 was real quick. So yeah, just interest of keeping things fair.
Good God.
So I'm gonna go ahead and expand on that a little bit more. So first of all, yes, they're doing shit, and they are like gaining more power. And aside from that, like I am trying. I think there is a fair chance of y'all. From a DM's perspective of I have to be ready for y'all to fight just about fucking anything. I think they're pretty high on the list of maybe you'll have to fight them. So I'm trying to keep them balanced in a way that if you fight them, they won't be pushovers because narratively they aren't. So at the very least, I don't want them to be an easy kill for y'all. So I am trying to keep them at a good level for that to be the case.
Gotcha.
So not only are they doing shit and leveling up, I'm also doing it from a balance perspective as well.
That track. Good God.
I like this very much.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I would love to just I want to explain a little bit of world building stuff to y'all that I didn't actually explain in text earlier. The world has 2 moons. So I'm going to name them, but haven't yet. Only one of them is visible most of the time. So the way the calendar works is the calendar is very, very heavily based off of the moon, the moon that you see the most often, rather than ridiculous ways that we did it in our world. And also because I like nice numbers that come out round and nice and happy. I kind of changed the way seasons work just slightly so that they match up with lunar cycles a little bit better. So there are exactly 12 months in a year. Um, the year is split into 4 seasons, as ours is, but each season has exactly 3 months in it. And so the first of a season is also the first day of a month every time. I'm trying to remember all of the things that I need to.
Love this. Good.
Trying to remember all of this. So the super weird thing about it. I'm trying to remember how I set it up. Ash, do you remember if it was once a month or just one? I think it's just once a
Once every
season.
3 months. Yeah, once a season is
Yes.
when the other moon comes in, and then like the last, because our months in our world like have like the extra day, like the 31 days, you split it out that way so that each season has extra days at the end, and that's like the
Yes.
festival week, and those don't count. Like those are like the intermediary between the seasons, and it's also like a high magic
Yes.
witchy
So,
time.
I'm trying because it's a little bit confusing, but the math works. So I believe at the end of each season for a week, you see the second moon. The second moon comes out from behind the first larger moon. And in that 7-day period, which scientifically what's happening is the second moon is spinning a lot faster. But anyway, you see all of the phases of the second moon in that 1 week, it happens at the end of every season. Which also the first larger moon is waxing to full on the last day of every season. So on the last day of each season, there are 2 full moons. During that time, magic is crazy. Ren, your ordeal happened during 2 full moons.
Yeah, okay.
That's
that
gay.
is part of the reason the gate to Shadowfell was open.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I adore that.
And Ben confirmed we have not had a moon festival as a group yet. We have not seen one while being friends.
So
Right?
correct. So because y'all are in fall right now. Y'all are nearing the end of fall. So I just remembered how the math works out. So every month is 28 days long because it's exactly 4 weeks. But each season is 120 days. Sorry, 90 days. So those 6 extra days, which I'm going to name, I've already renamed the days of the weeks. The week, I have that written somewhere. I'm going to name those 6 days something different specifically. Those 6 days is when you see both moons. So there's 6 days that aren't a part of a week, technically, at the end of every season, and that's when you can see both moons. And I'm going to likely name them something to do with the phases of the moon, because it starts with like a waxing crescent and then ends at full moon. And I'm going to name the 6 days, points along that. But yeah.
Have we really not known each other for 3 months at this point, or were we in Steelwood Forest for the first one?
Y'all have been together for nearing 2 months.
Really? Because there was like a month of downtime, and
Yes,
then we
but
were in the forest for a very long time.
So y'all were in the forest for, I believe it was close to 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then outside of the forest, it's been the time that y'all have spent together outside of the forest. Just as a little perspective, I'm pretty sure has been less than a week.
No downtime.
So
What?
sorry, excluding the month of downtime. So there's a month of downtime, and then the rest of the stuff that y'all have done in Storgard and the trip into the foothills of Mount Scylla has happened in less than a week. Y'all knew each other for 3 days when you went to Steelwood Forest.
Well, yeah, but I guess I thought that the God, I guess I thought that the like aftermath of the
I'm wrong.
execution and stuff took a little bit longer.
The build up and actual execution I think took 3 or 4 days.
I
So
think so.
it has been a little bit more than 2 months. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like 2 months and 1 week, roughly.
Okay.
Um,
That's still fast, but yeah, that
yeah.
seems more.
So y'all met early fall, and it is now approaching late fall. I'm a fucking nerd, okay? I'm making a full-on fucking calendar. I will tell y'all like the date at some point when I actually am able to put it all together.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
You do realize. Go ahead.
I saw a TikTok of a DM who bought a planner and was putting like holidays and events and planning stuff out for their campaign. And I sent it to Ben and I just kind of watched him and he was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then he's just now more and more talking about making a calendar and I love it.
Okay, but that's a great idea.
Right?
Actually. Also, this does mean that if you're gonna be that bitch, you're gonna have to think about why it is that we all graduated on the day we graduated. Or that at least Henry and Cole both graduated on the day. So you gotta think about how that works in terms of the core.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it could be the first day of fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
following a party. It's like, okay, everybody party, and then you're gonna graduate kind of thing.
I might do a little bit of like magic exhaustion for the next, which obviously won't have happened. We didn't happen in canon when we actually did the session, but I might like magic might be slightly weaker for the day or two after the second moon is hidden again. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. I kind of don't like that. I don't know.
What if there's like a waning phase or like, a new moon sort of situation?
Because like the whole thing is like in both D&D lore and everything else, like the moon often is very heavily involved in magic. So like in like there are different like where the fact that there are where things in D&D moons matter, and all that stuff. So the reason that magic is more powerful is because there's suddenly 2 moons, and on the last day of every season, there's 2 full moons. So it's crazy. But so I'm not sure if there's going to be like a waxing waning thing. It might be that certain types of magic that heavily rely on the moon do wax and wane with the phases of the moon, but
That'd be cool.
probably not all forms. So, like, if you had a Circle of the Moon druid, for example, I might give you some weird shit where you're stronger when it's a full moon or weaker when it's not, when it's a new moon. But none of y'all are that, so
That's true.
of yet, we don't need to figure out those mechanics. I am pumped to get back into shit. Ash, are you hiding?
I'm just thinking about. I'm just gonna say it. So I've been writing Henry and Bennett's story, writing it all out, dialogue and everything. If I can hyper focus on it for long enough, eventually maybe I'll make it I'll publish it on AO3 if I can make it good enough for that, up to my standards. Spending a lot of time on it, but I have to share this. Henry and Bennett talk about poetry, and uh, Henry's like, yeah, I think nature's a good thing to write poetry about. And Bennett writes Henry a poem about the moons, and Henry's like, well, everybody knows that the moons are in love. And so this is a love poem, and it freaks Bennett out because he's like, "Oh no, does he think that I like him?" And it's a very angsty moment, and it's a lot, and I want to share it, but there's so many spoilers in it for Henry, so I can't. But yeah,
Well, I'm very excited to read this. That's adorable.
I'm
It's
having so much fun.
it's pretty good. Excuse me.
Don't
Sorry
die.
to the audience at home if there is one. Um, I didn't actually have chat open. Sid, I don't know when you sent that or how long ago it was, but hey, back at ya. That very well could have been at the beginning of the session. I am sorry, I forgot to open chat on my phone, so I haven't had chat up the whole time.
Speaking of, you should message her. I'll send you her detail.
Yes, yes. Man, this would have actually been a great time to just have her like come in and be like, "Hi,"
Would have been.
because as I said, I would like to meet her before I'm like, well, this is what your character is and what they do.
And damn, that would have been a great idea. I'm
um,
sorry, Sid.
I mean, obviously, it like this today would have been very uniquely suited because we finished early. Because I mean, you died, but we can figure something out sometime.
I'll text her and see what's up.
I um, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. We can keep talking, but I am gonna end the stream now.
Bye, Sid.
Bye, Sid.